Here's the thing. This weekend,
What's up?
don't light fireworks on your head. And don't say...
Don't light them.
Yeah, you're right. Have somebody else light them
People
for
were
you.
doing that across the street from me a couple of nights ago. And Nicole looked at me. She's like, is someone shooting? I'm like, nah. I go out and look in the front, and there's a dude and his young son in the parking lot down the street lighting fireworks. And I'm like, yo, like, I remember when that was the thing. But now that fireworks, like, people are going bigger than they've ever gone before. I remember when there was a box of M80s on near where my grandmother used to live, around the block, around the corner. And, you know, the grown-ups were lighting them, and the bang was, like, huge. And I used to think to myself, like, yo, that's dangerous as hell.
It's like a quarter stick of dynamite or something.
And now kids are getting their hands on them, or young adults are getting their hands on them and holding them a little too long.
Watch how long I can hold this.
Dude, like just go on somebody's rooftop, or if you know somebody with a building that has a roof, you know, go on a rooftop and watch yourself some fireworks.
If you live in the city, the fireworks come to you. You don't have to go to a high school football field somewhere.
And the burbs have some great ones. There's some great ones in the surrounding suburbs.
Also, aren't we kind of, in general, I know some people love fireworks.
You going to say done with them?
Haven't we had enough?
Nah, man. Every year.
When is it enough fireworks?
Every year, this is the parade. This is Christmas for some people. It really is. Putting on a big show and doing it personally for some people. There was a guy who lived down the street from us when we lived in Evanston. And you could just see it from his backyard. And you could tell he went to Indiana. He loaded up, spent like $500.
Flew to China.
right. He actually got a missile. He came back and he would go ham, just everything. And he had like a big finale too. Like he had like a thing where 10 minutes worth.
Set to the 1812 overture and everything.
Well, I don't think it was that guy. No, he wasn't that dude. But for some people, Dan, this is it. Like, everybody's got that holiday that they cling to. Enough people have the 4th of July. And then, of course, you have the people who want to bring their guns out. And that was another thing when I was a kid, and I'd always be summertime. This is before I'd go to Belize. I'd be on the south side of my grandmother's house. And after the fireworks went off, you'd have the dudes who had their 50 caliber Desert Eagle like guns who would enjoy letting off rounds in the alley,
like straight in the air.
Yeah, and not understanding that those bullets
they come down.
They land somewhere. Yeah, but yeah, people love this holiday because it's big and it's loud. And
the 815. You guys sound like a couple crabby, grumpy senior citizens.
No, you do what you want to do, bro.
Hey, have your fun. I'm just curious.
There are rich people without fingers.
Yeah, I'm just
right now
curious what the overall, again, like after you've seen it a few times, it's like, okay, I'm not sure what the attraction is. I'm going to load up my car and I'm going to
show them.
Come back and we're going to blow up a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be the guy that has the biggest fireworks because of my tiny penis.
There it is. Yeah. There it is again. It always, like, whether it's the car or like the expensive truck, it always comes back to you having a small wang for some reason. Like, I've asked this question.
I brought him back from China too.
Small wang.
Yes.
I've asked this question before on this show. Is it possible for you to have a big one and enjoy those things as well? Or is it impossible? Like, is that just you projecting your hate on everyone when you're that guy? It's like, he's probably got a small penis.
I think it's possible, but the likelihood is low, right?
Why, though?
Like, I hate to agree with Bernstein on anything, but I'm kind of Team Dan on this one.
But why? Like, I've never understood that where like a nice car pulls up at brunch or people are outside
it's one thing
of the
to have
party
a nice car. It's another
that guy's probably compensating for his tiny penis.
Right, but it's one thing to have a nice car. It's another to sit at a red light and rev the thing and try to, be a 45-year-old man dying for attention.
But what if he's got a giant one and he likes to rev it?
Then I'd like to be him.
It doesn't mean it works. If you're talking about the older guy,
you're just hating.
No.
Dan is wishing ED on people.
I'm answering. If you're talking about the older guy, maybe that's the even worse feeling. Is if you do have it, and it's not even useful.
I got this salami sitting here and can't do anything with it. I just drive around in my $90,000 car. You know, like, hey, you want to take a glimpse at it? It's not going to hurt you. Not
going to do anything. Not going to bite you.
No, but yeah, the fireworks thing. Yeah. Dude, have you seen it happens? There's been one in Pilsen and there's been one in Humboldt Park. Where these dudes, it's like watching Star Wars, where these dudes get the
Roman candles?
The Roman candle. They have all out Roman candle shootouts. And then these dudes are wearing these T-shirts that are like catch fire. And it's like, you know, the YouTube.
You're wearing Craig Hodges' dashiki.
I shouldn't laugh at that, but it's still funny. Like YouTube, like Roman candle shootouts, and these dudes are it is all out war, just going at it. The guys are pulling Roman candles out of their holsters, lighting them, because you got to have ammo. It's not just
holsters?
It's not just like, well, you know, they got them in their pockets, but it's not like you can't just have one and then be done with. Yeah, exactly. Somebody's gonna light your ass up. So yeah, dude, be careful out there. Please be careful out there. You know, go. Like in Evanston, you can go on there's a downtown Evanston parking lot where you can go to the very top and you can see the fireworks that happen right there on the lake. I mean, there's a lot of places you can go to. I know a lot of high schools, you know, may put some on for the surrounding suburbs. Just please take care of yourself. And if you're that guy, like why do you go so hard? I'm not going to say it's because of your tiny wang, but why do you feel the need to buy $500 worth of fireworks from Indiana or Tennessee or wherever the hell you go for them? Like, why? That's a trip too. Like to go to one of those, like those mega. I know we do the commercials for them. Those mega fireworks stores, and you just walk in and it's like, all right. This is what I'm on. I've been waiting for the 4th of July, and it's time to cash out.
How much money do you have? Because it's expensive.
Yeah. No, fireworks aren't cheap.
And you light it. You're literally lighting your money on fire. Why not just do that? Why don't you take a couple $100 bills and light them on fire in the backyard and invite everybody over? Ooh. Look at you. You lit your wallet on fire. It's burning.
Have you ever messed around with fireworks?
Yeah, like we used to,
like the small time ones.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to not like the big serious ones. But
remember the pop joints you just throw at the ground and they pop? Like that was like a big deal for me when I was a kid.
My favorite one that I loved as a kid. It was an actual tank. It was a cardboard tank that had it would go forward. The back rockets would shoot. It would go forward.
A tank?
Yeah, a little cardboard like a Sherman tank.
Yeah, I got you, but I don't.
You have one fuse and you'd light it. And then the back rockets would fire, and it would sort of trundle forward and stop, and those would burn out. And then the ones on the front would fire, and it would move back.
Oh, okay.
And then the main turret was a mini Roman candle.
But what if you were in the line of fire?
Well, you'd stand out of the way. It would only shoot like 10 feet or so.
That's the thing, too, when people put the Roman candles in these cups or these holders that aren't made for Roman candles, and then they tip over right when you light them.
And the next thing you know, the cat is on fire.
Right, you're shooting up. Nana is just sitting there enjoying her lemonade.
Nana, are you warm? A little bit.
I'm on fire, Sonny. Yeah, I don't know why Nana turned into the Wicked Witch of the West, but yeah,
what a world!
Right. But yeah, please be careful out there. Unfortunately, I know there will be shootings this weekend because that's the city that we live in. Unfortunately. But please don't die out there because of fireworks.
And this is true. The 847 said, yes, the tank was also my favorite, but 60% of them didn't work right.
Oh, so you got a lot of duds?
That is absolutely true.
There was a lot of duds.
Or you get the one rocket that would fire, like the one on the left, but not the one on the right.
Turn it.
Right. It would just be spinning in circles. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There's nothing worse than a dud firework because then you can walk up to it and you're like, is this thing going to blow up on me?
Right.
Just let somebody do it. Just let somebody
do it. If you have all that money, hire somebody to do it for you.
And understand if your baby can take it or not. I will never forget. We prepped Shayna and I hope she's not listening right now. My little sister, we prepped her. Me and my dad used to go out to the lakefront in Evanston and watch.
Oh, and you get the loud booms that resonate in your chest.
We prepped her for. It was like, Shane, it's gonna be loud, and it's gonna be like I did it for. I'm like, boom, like that. It's gonna scare you. And she's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And she's like, it was Chili Willy all of a sudden. That's nice. And she's like, right. She's like 4, right? And my dad's holding her. And we go out there and we say, Shane, the fireworks are getting ready to start. We got to have fun. And she's like, yeah. And the very first one that went off, like just went crazy.
Well, that didn't work.
We were back in the car within 7 minutes. And I'm like, damn it! So
that didn't take long,
right? So know if your child can handle the loud booms
or your dog. They make this neoprene dog
the Yelp
shirt. No, the Thunder shirt. Have you
really?
It's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life.
To absorb the shock.
Some dogs can't handle thunderstorms. So I don't know what somebody came up with. Just song it's separating you.
There's Chicago,
and it's like a neopren zippered dog onesie.
You're making this up.
I'm not. Look up Thunder shirt. It hugs. Hugs your dog.
I'm gonna find a new superhero movie. Thunder shirt.
Yes, it's.
Oh God! Immediately Thunder shirt for dogs.
Yep.
And
I don't know what it does.
It's like a muscle shirt for dogs.
Or like dog Spanx.
Right. Your dog's going to the clubs, got a little had a tough winter, hasn't worked all of it off yet. Dude, $40 for this thing?
Yep. Don't get a dog.
I'm learning that more every day.
Don't get a dog.
I want to so bad.
Don't get a dog.
Jace is gonna he and I are gonna want a little dog.
Okay. But he ain't walking it.
This is true.
You're walking
and Nicole isn't walking it either.
Damn. Nope, she's still on her phone.
Exactly. I'm gonna have to get one of these Thunder shirts for the dog that I don't have. So yeah, don't blow your fingers off. Be safe out there. Please don't be stupid. Yeah, there's a lot of stupid out there. Please don't be around the stupid as well.
The fireworks people, they started, they looked like there were like 4 people on hold, and then they all dropped.
They were ready to roll. 312-644.
You can't tell me I can spend my entire paycheck on blowing things up and then not be able to put diapers on my kid.
Every once in a while, you get centered as to what your interactive audience is. The listening audience is one thing. Yeah, the interactive audience who comes out to play with you. Then you get centered to, okay, these are the paying customers. We'll let you into some of the things that we have read and
texters, you do you.
Yeah, and if you want to dial us up to let us know how ridiculous we are for thinking that spending $2,000 on fireworks is idiotic.
Hey, if you got it,
come on through. It's the Bernstein and Goff Show right here on 670 The Score. Welcome back to the Bernstein and Goff Show, getting you ready for Cubs, Reds,
and the weekend. So there's going to be a lot of people drinking. So there's going to be a lot of people.
We gotta do this again.
Lighting things on fire. Just get through this holiday without blowing off your hand, without blowing off your head, without hurting your children.
But how many people are going to be like, you know what, dude, I was about to be the biggest idiot.
But then I remember what Bernstein said.
Right. Like, who's going to be like, hey, man.
Thank you, Bernstein.
We do this every year, but this year, Dan kind of got to me. Let's not throw M80s at each other. Like nobody's out there doing that.
That Bernstein really does know what he's talking about.
I agree with him on everything.
Yeah, now that you bring it up, I think we should let an afternoon sports talk radio show tell us how to behave.
But seriously, though, take care of each other. As I say at the end of every single show, more so this weekend, because you're going to have a lot more intoxicated people. You're going to have a lot. And by the way, even more.
And another thing,
even more so than don't shoot each other, don't light each other on fire. Don't allow bad grilling to take place in your midst. And this is the other thing, too. Stop allowing these people to take pictures of grills that they haven't been a part of. There's a lot of nefarious action going on Instagram where people are, we out here grilling. Dude hadn't touched a tong in 20 years. Okay. Oh, yeah, we out here doing big things.
While we're on this, don't overcook your meat. Don't eat well-done meat. And
black people, he's talking to us.
Rest your steak. rest.
5 minutes, 6 minutes, 10.
And I learned this.
The foil, you go foil or plate on plate?
No,
how you go?
Foil's fine.
Foil.
And I learned this from last week when I got to host the show in the CBS Radio Culinary Kitchen with Jamie Purviance, who is the grill master from Weber. And he said, this is important too. He likes to rest a steak before cooking and after cooking. You don't want to put a cold, unseasoned piece of meat on a hot grill. Get the steak outside next to your grill,
temperature,
season it, let the salt and pepper. It's all it needs is salt and pepper. No, you don't need garlic powder or some hard dry rub on a good steak. So make sure you allow some time for the salt to work its way into the meat. Do 60-40. You're 60% on the one side, 40% on the other.
I like to go 2.5 minutes on each side.
It depends on thickness, but get it off the heat. Get it under some foil for just 5 minutes or so. Let it re-uptake. Otherwise, you're going to cut it open, and all that fabulous juice is just going to spill out onto the plate rather than reincorporating into the meat. Have patience. That steak just wants a little bit of a rest, and it will just change the way you do your thing. Yeah,
it'll treat you better on the other side. And if you're going to go somewhere, like bring something. Don't stop. We're too old. We're too. We're too damn old. I should just leave it there.
We're too civilized enough to bring something. We're too damn old.
Yeah, bring something to the party. If you're the guy that keeps bringing ice, well, you shouldn't eat anything.
I got my bags of ice.
Right. Who needs ice? Well, nobody needs ice, because we don't have anything to drink because your bum ass didn't bring anything to drink for the 3rd year in a row. And if your auntie keeps making that terrible ass potato salad, tell her to stop. Tell her to drop in on somebody's convenience store and pick up something else, all right? These are the times. These barbecues get shredded. They get killed by certain things that go wrong. In the community especially. The dude who can't wait to show people, yeah, we over here grilling. You haven't brought any meat, and you're not cooking the meat. Stop telling people you're grilling. What you're doing, sir, is eating. You're mooching. You're not doing anything. And bring a bottle of something, or bring some more meat, or bring something. Help out. Make it a potluck type of affair. And if you're the person that keeps bringing the thing that you keep leaving with, stop bringing that thing. All right?
I see nobody touch this.
Right. If you keep making that bum-ass macaroni and cheese, well, maybe because your bum-ass macaroni and cheese is only ate by the people in your house because they love you. Stop bringing that garbage to the damn barbecue. That's it. And don't blow off your fingers. That's it. Take care of each other. Enjoy your life.
If you see somebody running down the street on fire, throw a blanket over them.
If you're in a Roman candle fight, make sure you've got more than one Roman candle.
See, I think my rule, if you're going to be in a Roman candle fight, you have to be dressed like an ancient Roman.
Shut it down.
Or Roman Gabriel, maybe.
No, not Roman Gabriel. You fumble the Roman candy and drop it on your foot. No, you have to be like in a toga, right? Or a tunic, or something.
You have people in Pilsen and Elmo Park running around in tunics and toga. I'm here for the Roman candle.
With like the Julius Caesar garland of leaves on their head.
Right.
This is a Roman candle fight.